There's no way. There's no way. I forget the execute and now this. Okay, I at least have a reason for this, right? I at least have a reason for this. For my microphone to work, it's an XLR mic plugged into a Focusrite Scarlett 3 or some shit, whatever it's called. Every time my computer restarts, thank you Windows Update. Fuck you Windows Update, by the way. Every time my computer restarts, I have to manually go to the Focusrite and click the phantom power on it so it powers the microphone so you can hear me speak. Every time. And Windows updated, and I didn't know. And the video had no sound. No, man, no. Okay, alright, whatever. Okay. So here's the deal. After the 15% execute nerf, what ended up happening is Fishy and Wally started messing around trying to find builds for Battlelord and stumbled upon the fact that Ravager is now our top simming build. It is ahead of Bladestorm. And so here's how crazy that is, right? Here's how crazy that is. We have 1, 2, 3, and our capstone talent point, all of which are built around Bladestorm. 4 out of the 10 talents in this tree are built around Bladestorm. Sudden Death will still work. Because you're not Bladestorming, you're not building up stacks of Overwhelmed through Bladestorm. However, you are building up that 10% damage through using Sudden Death procs on Marked for Execution stacks, so you still get Sudden Death. You still get the 10% buff from Overwhelmed through that. But the fact that Bladestorm is so bad that Overwhelming Blades, both of these talents, the talent that gives you additional ticks, and the fact that you get CDR, which Ravager does not gain cooldown reduction from using Marked for Execution stacks, and it's still better, is crazy. And why it's like this is because Bladestorm is just bad. Right? Bladestorm is just bad right now. And Bladestorm is bad because of Narrowbar Palace. It got nerfed over and over and over again. Not just Fury's Bladestorm in general, but one of the biggest problems with Bladestorm, especially for ARMS, is because Bladestorm for ARMS is 6 seconds long, and Bladestorm for Fury is 4. So we actually lose a significant amount of globals by pressing Bladestorm. So technically, we gain damage by pressing Ravager, because we're actually allowed to hit buttons while our cooldown is running. The other thing Ravager allows us to do is, let's say we're in execute phase, Ravager is automatically sending out Mortal Strikes for us, right? So, because Ravager is sending out Mortal Strikes, we can just spam execute and overpower while Ravager is out, and it will automatically consume the overpower martial prowess buff and executioner's precision. And that in and of itself, as well as being able to just press buttons while your cooldown is running, makes Ravager way better. So Bladestorm needs a real buff. For ARMS, it probably needs a duration reduction or a damage buff, because you basically hit the button and you're just kind of AFK for like 5 to 6 seconds as ARMS. It's pretty bad. But yeah, that's just the gist of it. The fact that 4 out of our 6 hero talents, 4 out of our 10 hero talents essentially don't effectively work. And even though they don't work, Ravager is better because Bladestorm is just so atrociously bad, is wild, man. It is wild. The problem is actually that I believe this will be fixed and that they'll do something to fix this by Tuesday. But the problem is there might not be enough time, and we might actually walk into the patch with this, with playing Ravager. And the reason why I think this will be fixed and we'll be playing Bladestorm is Blizzard is very proud and very interested and invested in their themes and thematics, and they want things to work a certain way, right? And because of that, I don't think they're gonna let Ravager be the number one DPS for Slayer single target at all. Like they want they want you to play Bladestorm, they want you to play Sudden Death. That's how they want this class to play. And if that's how they want to play it, then Bladestorm has to get buffed to the point where we're not taking Ravager, right? So realistically, what will probably happen is Bladestorm is probably going to get some form of buff, hopefully a duration reduction or something along those lines. We'll see. But I do fear that we're actually going to be walking into this patch running Ravager. I don't think we will, because I'm pretty sure Blizzard will fix it, but the fact that it is possible that we might be walking into a tier as Slayer Ravager seems terrible. It's just so counterintuitive and not great. Obviously, it does more damage, but like it is cringe. So, yeah, that is where we're at. Sorry for my mic being muted. I actually get, instead of my own incompetence, I get to blame Windows for this. So thank you, Microsoft, for constantly pushing updates, even though I have regularly said not to push updates. Yeah, we're playing right now. As of right now, Ravager's the top simming build. So get your @player macros ready. Hee. We're gonna be playing Ravager. We probably won't be. Like, I don't really think you need to prep for this, but there's a possibility, and it's fun to talk about. And it's kind of sad how bad Bladestorm is for arms that we actually are straight up considering Ravager. Well, not even considering Ravager is numerically better. So, yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Now that you can hear my voice, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.